to the Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
And I'm Burnie Burns.
The Game Developers Conference started today, and it runs all this week with a whole bunch of developers gathering in San Francisco to share their knowledge and maybe show off just a little bit.
Not at all how that city is pronounced. And Valve decided to pregame this week a little bit by announcing their new VR headset in partnership with mobile phone company HTC. That happened over the weekend.
And possibly tease Half-Life 3 while they're at it, because I guess Hysteria hasn't seen an acceptable level over the last few months.
The headset, called Revive, or Vive, because we have no idea who decided to put a space right in the middle of a logo anyway.
It makes it confusing.
It's going to feature two 1200 by 1080 pixel screens, one in front of each eye, capable of displaying 90 frames per second. That aims to eliminate the jitter common in VR tech with photorealistic imagery across your entire field of vision. Okay, for comparison's sake, this is how it breaks down. Oculus Rift DK2 is a single 1080p panel that can handle 75 FPS, and Gear VR is a 2560 by 1440 display that can take a max of 60 FPS. So, this is actually looking pretty strong on paper.
On paper. A gyro sensor, accelerometer, and laser position sensor will track the rotation of your head on multiple axes to within 1/10 of a degree, which is really impressive.
I can do that.
And the Steam VR base station can also track your physical location, so you can stand up and walk around in a space up to 15 by 15 feet, which good luck finding one, but you can, and you'll move accordingly in the virtual world. VR game controllers you can hold in each hand will also let you interact with virtual objects, as the controllers are also tracked in space.
Can't wait to try those with my friends over. Sure. Let's see how many redesigns these ones go through, though, before they're finalized. I mean, how many Steam controller versions did we see? 4 or 5? And that is still not yet out.
Pretty much a billion. It's gonna look like a Wiimote when it comes out. Either way, it looks like it ticks all the boxes that make it stand out in comparison to its major competition, which—
Ticks my boxes.
I guess would be Gear VR, Oculus Rift, Google Cardboard, maybe, and possibly even Microsoft's HoloLens, though that's more of an augmented reality than virtual if you want to get nitpicky.
But what would really set this headset apart is that Valve is finally learning to count to 3.
We're talking Half-Life 3, people.
Clickbait.
How many moves is it gonna take? Just give us a number, we'll take care of everything.
All right, well look, this is how exactly subtle Valve has been in this process. They scheduled their GDC talk on game physics optimization strategies, that sounds like a snooze fest, a mechanic that both Half-Life and Portal are renowned for, tomorrow. Their announcement is tomorrow, March 3rd at 3 p.m. Or if you're outside of America, it's 3rd of March, 3 p.m.
Either way it works.
3
but
degrees.
Maybe it's just about Portal 3 then. It's also known for that mechanic.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be all about Portal 3 if they want to have riots in the streets. And anyway, that's not the only hint. HTC chairwoman Cher Wang, who has the coolest name on the planet, also took it upon herself to tease VR Half-Life to the BBC, saying that HTC is cooperating with Half-Life, whatever that means, cooperating with Half-Life, and that she hopes a Half-Life game will be one put out for the VR headset.
It is worth noting we don't know for sure she's referring to Half-Life 3. It could be Half-Life 2. There was a test version of that game that Valve distributed in 2013 for Oculus Rift. But look, if it's just Half-Life 2, then it wouldn't be much of a secret. I mean, that game is more than 10 years old now.
Would be the most unpopular person on the planet if that's what that was about.
Next to Peter Molyneux.
Maybe.
I mean, look, Half-Life 2
Fair.
hasn't got a whole lot of secrets left. Kind of like Victoria. There are additional indicators that the stars are aligning for Valve's leap into the 3s, though. I mean, Valve soft launched the Source 2 engine last year with an update to the Dota 2 workshop tools. Half-Life 2 was the first big game for the Source engine, and it was an early driving force behind Steam, which everyone hated at the time, remember that?
True fact.
But it's since become the industry standard distribution platform for PC games with an install base of 125 million active users.
And given Valve's history of using first-party projects to drive initial adoption of their new platforms, it would totally make sense for them to do the same thing here, using Half-Life 3 clickbait to drive their new VR.
I mean, you kind of could have said the same thing about Steam OS. That is also a new platform, sort of. It's a new OS anyway. And there's the Steam controller, but where that's—
There is the Steam controller? Okay.
Oh, theoretically, on paper.
Yeah.
But where that's different is it seems like that's more of an iteration of PC gaming. It's a way to get PC games into the living room and bolster the Steam ecosystem that exists rather than a revolutionary new platform.
Right, it's a way to get Valve into the living room. They also said they wouldn't be making any games exclusively for Steam OS. It's not really their style, even though that would have guaranteed an instant install base.
Oh, it's like printing money. VR, however, it's not just a platform exclusive. I mean, if VR is integral to the gameplay itself, that's a completely different scenario, and that does seem more their style.
Theoretically, this headset will be out later this year. I say theoretically because we brought it up a couple different times.
Did we?
Steam controller. Valve so far doesn't exactly have a great track record with proprietary hardware, but maybe this partnership with HTC will help with that. We can only hope. I want to buy this thing.
It can't hurt. There are a few arguments against the whole Half-Life 3 tease, though, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's maintain just like a little bit of skepticism.
One argument is reality.
I mean, Valve hasn't released a full retail game since, what, Portal 2? I mean, lately their games have been free-to-play with a workshop marketplace revenue focus. I mean, Dota 2, Team Fortress 2.
In a lot of ways, Valve has been moving away from being much of a game developer and instead has been focusing on being an ecosystem or a platform, like an iTunes for games. Though there are all those leaks about Left 4 Dead 3, that might indicate they haven't given it up entirely.
Fingers crossed.
We Duke Nukem.
We won't have much longer to wait either way. Less than 24 hours to go until we start setting cars on fire, either because we're happy or because we're mad. Any excuse will do, really.
People light cars on fire. That's all we're looking for here. If Half-Life 3 clickbait is a VR exclusive, will you shell out for a headset to play it? Or is the Half-Life 3 meme just too much fun to give up? Let us know in the comments below or to the side or wherever comments appear on your screen.
You get the best in video games right here, so make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel.
And we'll keep you in the know.
I'm on a box.
That's my VR, like, sticks.
It's like...